Hey folks, welcome back. Today I've got a review on a really great company. I've been very happy with the products from. I did show a little teaser of it in my channel update video from a few months ago. Since then, I have purchased another of their products, and I'm still just amazed by the quality for the money. They do a very good job. So, what I'm going to be talking about is Bullard Leather Company. They're currently based in Throckmorton, Texas. But I've had stuff from them for a number of years now. All of it's been very good quality leather, all made out of Herman oak, and it's just been really great for carry. I do need to give disclaimers. What is my relationship to this company? I have no relationship with this company other than the fact that I've purchased multiple holsters from them. No money's been exchanged other than what I paid for out of my own pocket. There have been no agreements made. I haven't spoken with them prior to this review. No options whatsoever. I have no affiliation with them. So I want to leave that out there just so that you all know I'm not doing this for sponsorship or anything like that. Basically, I use their holsters exclusively at this point. The only caveat to that is I don't have one of their holsters for all of my guns yet. I just don't have that kind of money to lay out. So at the moment, I've been focusing on my regular carry piece. Okay, for those of you that are people who are gonna force me to clear the gun, I clear it off the camera, but I'm just gonna show you all now. This is clear. Nothing wrong with this. So what I've got going on, I bought a couple holsters from them. You're going to see a video clip in a minute that reviews this one here. All right. This is the Bodyguard holster, which is what I initially intended to review. The holster is really well made, but due to issues that are not the fault of the maker, I didn't really have a lot good to say about this, which wouldn't be fair to them because it's just for my intended use, not the quality of this holster. This would be great for someone who needs this type. This holster is designed to be worn at the 4 to 6 o'clock position on the small of your back. That doesn't work for me, but it might work for someone else. If you're one of those people, I'll tell you right now, buy this. It's fantastic. However, for me, I won't be using this holster much. I'll probably just be using these when I start getting into teaching the pistol licensing courses, which I'm currently working on curriculum for so I can get approved by the state. So we'll talk about this a little bit in a minute. But first I wanted to give a story on how I found this company because they are a very small operation. To my understanding, there's only one person running the place, and she's been doing it for about 25 years, which explains the quality. I found out about them when I purchased my CZ75. Sorry, not my CZ75, my CZ83. When I purchased this, it came from Texas, and whoever had owned this gun had a Bullard leather holster. This is from when they before they moved locations. This was DM Bullard in, I don't know how it's pronounced. I believe it's Asley, Texas. Okay. This holster really wowed me when I got it. It fits perfectly. It's been boned in for the gun. Just a really, really nice piece of leather. And it keeps the gun secure on your side, 3 o'clock position, with really no fuss. It's got a perfectly measured tail here to keep the beaver tail and hammer from digging into your side. And the pressure of your belt through the loops is enough that it really holds the pistol in place. It's not falling out. I was really wowed by it when I got it. The stitching is fantastic. I've had this holster for probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years now. It's been a while since I purchased this pistol, but I was really wowed by it. It's been holding up great. Granted, I don't carry this pistol as much as I'd like to. Uh, just New York, unfortunately, makes this an impractical gun to carry. It just is what it is. So this is really just a fun gun at this point. So I started off with that holster. Really liked it. So then I got to match with it, and I don't have it here to show you all, unfortunately. I purchased a mag holster for it. That worked pretty nice, but since I don't carry the gun, I don't use the mag holster. That's the first thing. So then I said, all right, I usually just carry my 1911. I made a whole video on it. It's actually one of the best videos that I've made to date, performance-wise. So I got this because I wanted to try. I usually keep my pistol raked pretty far forward. It's just how it fits me. So I got this to try out, thinking this would probably be right. Turned out it was more angle than I needed, because I don't carry on the small of my back. I carry strong side for the most part, or I carry cross draw. This was not really suitable for either of those, and it turned out I just didn't really have much use for it. So I'll be using this as an example piece when I start making my pistol courses. That way I've got something to show the students. Now, that being said, when I go to look at this thing, okay, you can see this has the newer maker's mark. Okay, probably a little tough to see. I don't have very good lighting in here at the moment. I'll be working on that. But this has the new maker's mark from Throckmorton, which is where they moved to. But when you look it over, the stitching is absolutely flawless. Really nicely done. The leather, I always order the veg tan. It's just what I like. They can do pretty much anything you want, from regular veg tan to custom colors, exotics. Tons of options on the website. You can do rough in, rough out, linings, all that good stuff. So I got this to try out. Didn't really work for me, but the product itself is great if this is the type of holster that you need. Highly recommend. This is what I've been using for carry now. Okay, let me get this where you can see it. It's a little weird. I'm working on a mirror image here, so things aren't lining up quite the way I like them to. So I recently purchased this one, which is the same as the one for the CZ. Okay, this is called the Combat model, is what they're calling it on their website. That changed like a year or two ago when they changed the website up to, I guess, modernize it a bit. This one, since I already knew this was something I like so much, I did order custom tooling. There's a lot of options on that. You can get initials put into them. Pretty much anything you want, they'll do. So I just got the Santa Fe border because I like Santa Fe. So, got the holster. I've been using it. I absolutely adore it. And it's a great product. This is the third full-on holster that I've gotten from them. The second that I've ordered in the past year or so. And once again, the quality, the consistency, this is an awesome product for the money. I can't say enough good things about it. Stitching is perfect. Plenty of retention. Okay, you can see even without having my belt holding in place, there's still a little bit of force involved in removing it, but not so much force that you're going to have trouble getting it out. You're also going to find there's plenty of retention in here that you're not really going to be worried about this falling out if you bend over or anything like that. Something I wish I'd known before I ordered this one, though, and this is the one minor, if I'm picking nits on stuff, because of the way the new website is set up, it's a little tough on some things, but you can always email them and ask beforehand. At the time I ordered this holster, I didn't know that installing a thumb brake was an option. I really like thumb brake holsters. They just give me that little extra sense of security that I so like. If I had known that, I would have ordered this with a thumb brake. I think they're really great. That is something I would have ordered. Unfortunately, I think that's something that only started becoming offered right around the time that I ordered this, so I didn't really know about it. That's my only real, nit to pick. The product is great, company is great, turnaround time is pretty good, especially considering it's, from what I understand, a one-person shop. For the custom border, this took about 6 weeks from the order date to shipping. Uh, Came really quick. It's about 3 days in the mail. I do wish that it had been sent different method though. It was sent U.S. Postal Service. Unfortunately, U.S. Postal Service is never quick for where I live. So it was supposed to take 3 days. It actually took 4. That's not the fault of them, but I would say, I'd be willing to pay a little extra if it meant that UPS was involved. I am a little biased on that just because there was a time when I worked for UPS, but it would have been nice if this had been sent with a different carrier just because the U.S. Postal Service really doesn't give you a good value for money. So, been carrying the holster. It's been doing a great job. Holds up really nice. Let you guys see the quality there of that Santa Fe border is astounding. It's really nicely done. Nice and deep, good contrast to it. Just remember I said I don't really have the greatest lighting in here, but you can see what it's got going on. Okay, on the back you can see this says 1911 and 5. That's for the 5-inch barrel. You can get these custom made for your gun if she has the plates, or forms I should say. Does a really good job. I ordered this with no lining, right? It's just smooth veg tan leather. It's all Herman oak. White stitching is standard. You can probably get different color if you really want to. I prefer the white. I just think it's what looks best over time, and it does a really good job. So I'm about to show you a clip from probably back in August. That is with the bodyguard holster, and that's just a little bit of back and forth showing you how smooth the draw is from these things. It's a really good holster for the money. Make sure you get yourself a good belt, otherwise the holster is going to suck. That's just how it is for all guns and holsters. Get yourself a good sturdy belt. Standard stuff that you pick up off the store shelf is not going to cut it if you're carrying a full-size 1911. If you're carrying something much more lightweight, like my Smith & Wesson that you've all seen in the past, you can probably get away with it. But if you're carrying something that's a full-size pistol, you want a good belt that matters as much, if not more, than the holster itself. So, let me roll in that footage. It's from a little while back. It's not the best quality because I was in the process of moving. I'm still in the process of unpacking and going to be for quite a while. My house feels like a storage unit right now. But that's where we're at. So this holster is awesome. I will say though, it's not suited for my body type and the type of carry that I like to do. So what I've got going on here, okay, this is called the bodyguard holster. Okay, this is meant for wearing between the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock position on your back. And while it is a position that I do kind of like, it's not what I'm going to stick with. But what really wowed me is just the actual quality of the construction of this holster. This is what I would consider an heirloom holster. You'll have it for the rest of your life, if not longer. Since I need this for concealed carry, this holster doesn't work for me for that application. It's fine for when I'm putzing around on the property, doing stuff in the woods where I don't really have to worry about people seeing that I'm carrying. But if I wear this out somewhere, it's going to print, and it's going to print very heavily, almost as if I may not even be concealing it at all. Now, that is a result of my body type, not the holster or the maker. So I will say this. if I do some practice draws, okay, it doesn't do too bad, right? It's not as fast as my normal strong side carry, and it's not as sketchy feeling as appendix. As much as appendix is the best for me as far as concealment, I don't carry appendix because it just doesn't work for me. I do not like having a muzzle pointed that close at my tender bits. So, strong-sided is, I will be buying another Bullard leather holster. I really like the product. As to say, I first discovered them when I got my CZ83 because one of their holsters came with it. I was impressed by that holster, and that's why I decided to buy this one, and I've gotten some stuff from them in the past before I got this holster. For some people this will work. For me, it just happens not to. Doesn't detract from the quality, doesn't detract from the maker. It's just wrong for my body type and a way that I want to use it. So that's the scoop there, right? Works really good. You can get holstered and unholstered pretty well. But I feel a lot of wasted movement from this position. And I imagine that's why a lot of people don't tend to carry that far back unless they absolutely have to. So that's where we're at. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.